I would like to talk about something that I've mentioned before that annoys me, and that is when somebody pretends to be oblivious to something, but they're just pretending, and like an example I've used before was when somebody posts a picture of themselves that they really like, and somebody it'll be like maybe like a weird picture of them, like it's, I don't know, something weird, like far away, but they look good, and like they think they look skinnier than normal or something. And then somebody will comment and be like, "Oh my god, you look so good." And they'll be like, "Oh, what? No, I look so ugly. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm so fat, ma." And that's my impression of how that goes, and that really annoys me. What else, like pretending to think you're a nerd, but you know you're not. In other news, do you know what really confuses me is people who are really not friendly people, like just like outwardly not friendly, and not necessarily rude, but just like people who I'll be like, "Hi, how are you?" Because I work at a restaurant, and they'll be like, "Hi," and I'm like, what's happening? I don't really understand that reaction. I just don't get it. Like, why is it hard to be like, "I'm good," or even just be like, "Good, how are you?" You don't gotta be like, "Hey, the best day ever. Thanks for asking. What about you?" Just be like, "Good, how are you?" Or whatever. I don't care. Just don't be like, "Fine." Are you fine? Are you? Because to me, you're insinuating that you're not fine by your not fine attitude. And that just, that kind of scoots on back to pretending to be oblivious because you're like, "I'm fine," when you're obviously not fine, okay? So just like, don't do that. Do you know what else really annoys me? Is when people feel like they have to point out a mistake that you made. Like, just fix it. Just fix the problem. You don't have to go tell that person that they did something wrong. And if they keep, it's something big, obviously, but if it's something like that they don't do a lot, then just fix the problem. You don't have to go say something. Like if you have a really annoying roommate and you put the bowls where the plates usually go or something, but that's something that you never do. But you just happen to do it one time because I don't know what was wrong, whatever. You just weren't thinking. And your roommate, instead of just switching them back and going about their day, has to come to you and be like, "Did you do this? Did you do the plates where the bowls go? What did you do that? That's so why? What's the point of doing that?" Like, just put them back. And then if it happens again, maybe then, I don't know, say something. But it's like you want somebody to know that they did something wrong instead of just fixing the problem because it's not that big of a deal to begin with. Like if I do something wrong at work that I never do wrong, but I accidentally do something wrong one day and somebody's like, "Hey, you did this wrong." Just like, what's your point? If you want to be funny about it, then be like, "Hey, look what you did," and like make fun of me, like outwardly make fun of me. But don't act confused and be like, "Hey, did you do that? Did you do this way? That's weird. That's not how it's done." Don't do that. That's annoying. Just like change it and then go about your day. And if it keeps happening, then sure, address it. And be like, hey, I think maybe you keep doing this wrong. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be done. But I think you keep doing it this other way. And that would be fine. And also nice. But don't just like do whatever. Don't be annoying. And that's all I have to say about that.